you've had such an awesome career moving up into these stressful positions that take a lot of time with two sons, okay? One with cystic fibrosis, and you spend a lot of time volunteering. What advice would you give somebody around balancing all of this and having a healthy life, psychologically, physically, emotionally? How do you balance that?
Well, I don't know if I've always done it right, but here are a few things that have helped me.
Okay.
So I don't want to make it sound like I'm necessarily an expert. But first of all, I definitely married right. I married the right person who has been an incredible partner through all of this. And he has definitely helped me with the balance of work and fun and volunteering and everything. So that has worked in my favor for sure. But the other thing is I haven't always worked consistently all those times in a career job. I have actually taken chunks of times off when all I did was volunteering.
Mm.
So I probably took what would be perceived as some big risks in my career, walking away from a big
Yes.
job because either my son was very sick or the need was so great at the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. There was a period of time when our science was outpacing our ability to raise money to fund that
Mm.
science.
Mm.
And I thought, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a medical researcher, but I do know how to raise money. So there was a period of time where I took some time and just did that for them. So it was not doing everything at once, but doing it over a period of time. I had career and volunteer. There are some times when I've had a balance of doing both at the same time, but not always. So that has helped. And I know I've been incredibly fortunate that I've been able to dive back in my career when I wanted to
Mm.
and at jobs that were good jobs. And I know that's not always the case. So
That's
I've
right.
been very fortunate.
And why was that? Do you contribute that to your networking relationships and people you knew, or how did you do that? How did you jump back in so quickly?
I think that's exactly right. I have always, even when I was doing the volunteer work for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, I kept my finger on the pulse of what was happening in the industry or
Mhm.
with business and management. So I never stayed too far away. So I tried to stay current. But clearly, I think the biggest thing was making sure that my network was still there and knew what I wanted to do and aspirations. So that helped a lot. There's no question. The most rewarding thing of a career is the relationships that you develop with people along the way. And it's not
Mhm.
just that I have relationships with people because I want to get the next job. It's that these are true friends and mentors that I want to have as relationships in my life always.
If I can just vent here for a minute on this topic, so often we will get a former VP or maybe an executive that lost their job, got laid off, whatever. They're in between jobs. They're talking to us, Riderflex, trying to find, their next gig. And I always tell them, listen, John, you, I see on your LinkedIn profile you have like 58 connections and you're not involved in social media. You don't have any friends professionally. I think what happens is I think if you're really good tactically at your job and you've been in it for maybe 10 years, you start thinking you're safe. You start thinking, I work hard, I'm super smart, I've been in this company for 10 years, I don't need to network, I don't need to have relationships, I don't need to shake hands and kiss babies and make sure that I'm learning things from other people. So you don't spend any time on it. Then you call me, Riderflex, and you're like, oh my God, I'm unemployed, please help me. And I always want to just take those guys and just say, listen, the last 10 years, you didn't do any networking. Like, where's all your friends? Where's all your professional connections? Like, you have to invest time in that. So for the people listening to this podcast, it's not just about working hard. It's not just about having a high IQ. If you have both of those, great. That's awesome. But you better have good people skills. You better network. You better have relationships and take care of your friends because it will make a difference for you in your career.
I could not agree more. That is absolutely the case. and it makes for fulfilling life too.
Yes,
We
yes,
we all spend so much time working. I mean, a lot of my friends are through work. There's no
yes,
question about that.
yes. And by the way, those same people can help you personally. I mean, what maybe you're
No
going through
question.
some personal struggles. Maybe you want to talk to somebody about what it's like to do a relocation. Maybe you're having problems at home with your marriage. Whatever. These are friends you can call in the tough times, in the dark times, and it really does make a difference. Perfect example. A friend of mine, he's a business network friend, right? And we've been friends for a long time. Usually we just talk about business and what it's like, how's your margins this month or whatever we're talking about, right? But when he went through a divorce and his wife, left, guess what? He stayed at our house for several days, and we helped him through that emotionally. And so, yeah, it's very rewarding to build these relationships. I feel myself getting passionate about this topic too, because I really get frustrated at people that don't manage this part of their life properly.
Absolutely. I completely agree. When my son was diagnosed, the team that I worked with back then, 25 years ago, they absolutely carried me and supported me so much during that period of time. And interestingly, some of them because they're good at their jobs too, but they're also wonderful people, are working with me now at WOW.
See, exactly. If you think today's tip or guest interview can help someone you know, please share this with them. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. If you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can be notified when we release a new episode. Our show features entrepreneurs, business executives, and the stories behind how they got there, as well as daily tips on career advice and job interviews. You can visit riderflex.com to learn more about us and get information on the recruiting and consulting services we provide. Thanks so much for listening and have a great day.